Hey everyone, Spartan just released their 2026 shirts and medals. To be quite honest, this is all speculation because we don't have the full details yet, I hope. Because if we have the full details, I'm not impressed whatsoever. And the chatter on social media right now is, I would say, 9.5 out of 10 of racers are not happy. So what we've learned is you're going to have a medal with a hex in the middle. So each medal is going to have a hex and it's going to be part of your helmet for your Spartan helmet. So you're going to have to do at least 3 races. So your standard sprint, super, and beast to be able to connect 3 hexagons. I'll post a picture for you to see it. To put 3 hexagons together to create your helmet. But then the medal that you get, there's no clarity if once you take your hex to kind of do your trifecta wedge type of thing, there's no clarification if you do have a colored icon underneath of a Spartan helmet. They did not release that detail. But if you look at all my medals, you can see a clear, full Spartan helmet on each and every medal that I have. I'll post a picture, but now you're going to have your medal, which is the gray part, which is fine. That's who cares. But then you're going to have the little square hex in the middle, which is magnetized, and you have to take it out to create your little wedge. I hope there's still coloring. I hope there's a full helmet under that wedge or that magnetized little hex, because if there's not, the medals look atrocious. They look literally like you assigned me to do this over the last 3-4 months, to be quite frank, and then I procrastinated and I did nothing. And then the night before, I have to do a presentation to whoever approves these processes for procurement in China, most likely. I used ChatGPT, created a few prompts to create me a different branding, different medal. And this is what it kind of regurgitated. It looks like I took 5 to 10 minutes to figure this design out. I am thoroughly not impressed. Currently, we get medals for Trifecta weekends. That's the 2024. My 2025 is over there actually. But you got Trifecta weekend medals. You have multi-Trifecta multipliers. So like this one's a ×3. From what we're reading, we're not going to receive these medals anymore. You're going to receive essentially another magnetized piece to put on your hexes to say, oh, this is Trifecta ×2. So it's going to be a little magnetized piece is the way we all understand it. There's no mention of any of these extra medals. So if you're doing a Trifecta weekend or a multi-Trifecta in your season, there is zero mention that you will get all these extra medals that we used to receive. So to me, that's a wrong direction. We pay premium prices for these races. Most racers, especially those who book late in the season, are paying $150, $200, $250 for a race. Especially those who aren't aware of who the Spartan brand ambassadors are with the discount codes. They're paying top dollar for these races, and you're going to lose all these medals. And the first Trifecta weekend that I personally did, which was maybe only 3 or 4 years ago, hasn't been that long, and it's all about the medal. You are going to do so much work. You will feel so much pain to complete 3 races in one weekend. I complete the Ultrafecta and Trauma, so I do the Ultra, the Super, and the Sprint. The reason I'm doing it is not because I enjoy my sprint, the very last race, and I enjoy the leg pain. No, I complete it for a sense of self-satisfaction and pride, but at the same time, I'm completing it for my weekend Trifecta medal. So the quality's been going down. A couple of years back, on the medal, they would put on the lanyard which venue you actually completed your weekend Trifecta. And then this year, and actually last year as well, they omitted. It's just a generic Trifecta weekend medal. There's no mention of the venue. But if you look at this one from 2023, you can see Spartan Race, Trifecta weekend, Blue Mountain. And then I have the other one for Trauma. So overall, the medals, I'm not impressed whatsoever. There's no mention yet of age group awards or elite deltas. I really hope that Spartan didn't go away with those, because those are cherished by the members, right? So the age group awards are all these awards, your gold, silver, and bronze. and then your deltas for the 8s are that one. So I really hope you didn't get away in not making those, because that would really upset even the most diehard racers out there. Second thing Spartan release is the new shirts. So once again, with the very limited information provided right now from what they've released on their socials, is my understanding it's going to be one shirt. The shirt does look good. I personally like it with the Wolf logo. It's sleek. But what appears to have been removed is the coloring on the shirt. So you know when you complete a sprint, you get the red shirt with the red logo. If you complete the super, it's blue. And if you complete the beast, it's going to be green. To my understanding, they have reverted to one shirt for all races, which includes your ultra as well. So there's not the same level of pride wearing your finisher shirt, which I know a lot of people do wear it. I wear Spartan shirts 90% of my time. My wife tells me all the time to stop wearing them. But joking aside, there's a difference between a 5K sprint and a 50K ultra, right? So Spartan, if you still have time to revise this, please put some colors, put an extra word that you completed the 50K or the 10K or 21K. Put something that differentiates the shirt. Because at the end of the season, I personally race probably between 12 and 15 races a season. I don't need 15 of the same shirt, right? Unless I take up painting and I'll get all dirty and I can toss them every time I go out painting. I don't need 15 shirts of the same thing. So why am I paying a premium for a race, let's say $150 for a sprint or a super, to get the same shirt that I really don't care about? So I hope that if you're going that route of one shirt to kind of make it all, please give us an option to opt out of the shirt, right? I don't want to pay $15, $20 to get the same shirt again, because we know that in the registration fee, we are indirectly paying for our medals, we are indirectly paying for our shirts. So please, I implore you, Spartan US, because you are the ones designing these medals, it's not Spartan Canada, please review this model for both the medals and the shirts. Read the comments online. People are not happy. The racers are really upset with these new features, and the 1 out of 10 or the 1 out of 20 who says that he likes them is probably your racer who does one race a year or 2 races a year, or at max he's doing 1 trifecta and he's never received a multi-trifecta or trifecta weekend medal. Please reconsider. This is a step in the wrong direction. If I had to score the medals on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 1. I'd bump it up if under your hex there's a full helmet under there. And at that, your helmet will be like very tiny. It won't be big. So you won't have a lot of color on your medal. So I implore you. The shirt looks nifty. I like it personally. Cool looking design. Probably give the shirt an 8 or 9 out of 10. But the fact that it has no color for your race type, or it doesn't have a mention of which race you've completed, I personally give that shirt as well. I'll like my first one, maybe my second one, so I can rotate once in a while during the week. I don't need to do laundry as much, but I do not want 10 times the same shirt. Now, finally, for the shirt distribution, we always received our shirts at the end of the race. Collect your medal at the finish line. They gave you a token. You went to the next tent. You would collect your shirt, put your shirt on at the end of your race. What Spartan's trying to do now, they want to give you at registration your shirt. So you get your finisher shirt at registration. I'm of the opinion you're not a finisher yet. And especially if we're racing an ultra, or if we're even racing a beast, the DNF rate is probably fairly high for a beast as well. Especially the one we just did in Trauma, it was pretty gnarly. If you don't finish, you should not get the shirt. And Spartan's branding it as you're already part of the family. You know what? Spartan Race is made to be difficult. Joe DeCina is a spokesperson of doing hard things and accomplishing hard things, and not basically babying people and making them do stuff. Well, if you give a finisher shirt to everyone, what's the point, right? So, and then on top of it, if you give it to me at registration lines are usually fairly long right off the get-go. So you're going to take an extra few seconds, hey, what size shirt do you want? And then you're going to have to take the shirt, and that'll make registration that much longer. Now I'm planning to go do my race because that's why I registered for. And now I have this shirt to put in my bag, put it at bag check. So therefore, when I'm done my race, I grab my medal, in theory, but I don't get my shirt to put on. So usually you're either freezing by that point, or you just want to put something on because there's no more point of being shirtless. And then, okay, well, I got to go back to the very entrance of the venue, go get the finisher shirt that I picked up at the start. So I personally think, and read the comments, Spartan, the whole community's thought on these new shirts and medals is that you're going in the wrong direction. I am confident that this procurement process hasn't been completed yet. I would implore you to review this at the highest level of the organization. You can do better, and you know what? You need to do better. Please let me know your thoughts, and press like and subscribe.